You're watching Local 5 News at 5:30. We are Iowa's most accurate weather team, and we start with your forecast first.
Hi, everyone. Finally, the snow is beginning to wrap up across central Iowa. It has been a crazy day, crazy night last night. This is beginning to come to an end, but we are expecting to see flurries through the remainder of the evening. Temperatures hovering in the 20s, and now in Des Moines, we are above average for snowfall for a season, close to 40 inches officially at the airport so far this season, and another chance for snow on the way. Flurries will be possible overnight into early tomorrow morning. Monday will be dry, but mainly cloudy with temperatures mainly in the teens. We'll take a full look at the forecast coming up. Local 5 News at 5:30 starts now.
Also ahead on Local 5 News at 5:30, a Sunday spent shoveling out of the snow for thousands of Iowans. What one family says they're looking forward to the most after all this white stuff goes away.
Plus, it's not something many residents think about, why the fire department wants to remind you to clear away snow from the fire hydrants by your house.
And later, a tiny town with a big-time need, the major investment that Rhodes needs to make in the new year.
This is Local 5 News at 5:30. We are Iowa.
Good evening. Welcome to Local 5 News. I'm Jacob Peklo.
And I'm Bryn Carmen. Glad you're with us tonight. Just as our weather team predicted, inches of snow fell across central Iowa. Plows got to work as soon as the snow started last night, which helped drivers this morning. You can see the commute on I-235 was moving okay around 8 a.m. Since then, the interstate is looking even better.
Of course, not all roads were quite as clear as that. This is video from US 6965 heading down south to Indianola from Des Moines. A number of cars were in the ditch. You'll need to take it slower on all roads, regardless of the amount of snow that's out there.
These Van Meter residents got about 7 inches, and many headed straight to work, snow blowing their driveways and sidewalks. It's safe to say people all across the metro were doing a lot of shoveling this morning.
And we are Iowa's most accurate forecast, and we have team coverage of all this tonight. More than half a foot of snow falling in central Iowa. Des Moines is now officially above average for snowfall in one season.
That's right. Before we get out to Local 5's Erica Rankin in West Des Moines, let's go to Brandon in the Weather Center. Brandon, what are the snow totals looking like around central Iowa?
Well, they're kind of crazy, to be honest with you. A lot of areas did get close to a foot. By the way, in Van Meter, our official report now shows 10.5 inches there. We start with the roads tonight. That's the most important thing, as people have to get to work tomorrow. Roads are still in pretty rough shape for most of northern and central Iowa. However, side streets and parking lots still completely covered with snow. Here's a view, a couple different cameras. This is I-235 at 42nd Street in Des Moines. Looking okay there. Ames, I-35 at Highway 30 looks okay, but then some of the more rural highways still have a lot of snow on the sides. This is I-80 near Newton, and also another view of I-35 near Williams. So certainly a lot to be concerned about as far as the roadways go tonight. The snow is wrapping up generally across central Iowa. Mainly some flurries is what we've got left over. We're seeing that here in the Des Moines metro. This is not accumulating snow, just a few flakes that will fly through the remainder of the evening. These are some of the highest snow reports we've had. I realize that some people have measured even higher than this. These are just the reports that we have received so far. Van Meter had 10.5, Huxley 9.5 in Atlantic, about 9 inches in Johnston, and about 9 inches in Winterset. You can always send us your snow reports as we go throughout the rest of the evening and into our next snow event, which we're going to talk about coming up in my full forecast.
All right, Brandon, thank you. Now let's head out to Local 5's Erica Rankin out in West Des Moines. Erica, the roads may be looking better out there, but the parking lots still need some care. Erica, how are things for you where you are this evening?
Yeah, Bryn, so a lot of these parking lots are still covered. If you look right here, this is the CenturyLink parking lot. You can barely get in it probably or move your car around just because plows have not been in here quite yet. This is a significant difference, though, than if you were on one of the main streets. So now we're going to take the camera over toward Westtown Parkway. And if you can see, traffic is moving fairly well on Westtown Parkway, and there's not a lot left on the roads right now. But again, take those safety precautions and make sure you are driving a little bit slower and give yourself that extra room. So the main roads aren't bad at all, but then you get into the residential streets. So you're going to start seeing a little more problems when you go to the side streets, and they're going to look a little more like that parking lot I showed you earlier. So as you're out and about tonight and temperatures drop, make sure you are driving safe and giving yourself some extra time and watching for that refreezing overnight. Back to you guys.
Erica, thanks for that report. We appreciate it. Now, light snow is expected throughout tonight, so stay with Local 5 to bring you the latest information. Check out our website for Brandon's up-to-the-minute forecast. You can also download the We Are Iowa app in the Google Play Store or on the App Store. Just search We Are Iowa.
Cities all around the metro are still putting out snow ordinances. Many started out Friday in preparation for today. Those cities are all listed right there on your screen. Be sure to check out your city's website for even more information. Tow bans have also been issued in at least 15 counties across Iowa, many in the central part of the state. Some of those are listed right there as well.
The Johnston Police Department had a busy night helping drivers who were stuck in the snow. You can see now the roads have gotten a lot clearer than they were earlier, but overnight they got a huge uptick in calls. Within that first hour, the snow was falling. They're urging people to still take it easy, even if the roads look clear.
Our side streets can be challenging at times. Anything with a hill, anything with that prevents your car from accelerating or coming to a stop. You can see the areas that are hard-packed snow. Those are rather difficult to get to going or stopping.
Johnston plows are working extra hard. They made it out to some places they don't usually get to right away, including the local parks.
So when a snow like this hits, sometimes people overlook one big thing, the fire hydrants. Fire departments need everyone's help to clear the space around them each and every snowfall. Local 5's Erica Rankin shows us how Ankeny gets the job done.
The Pluggies Partners program is a program where kids can sign up to basically adopt a fire hydrant.
Karen Peters, a firefighter and a paramedic, says it may seem like a small task,
Shovel a path around it,
but it helps them out in a big way.
Our engines carry either 500 or 750 gallons of water on them, which only lasts for about a few minutes.
So firefighters have to be able to locate hydrants quickly.
If they had to shovel around it, the fire could start to grow.
10-year-old Jack Ponto adopted the fire hydrant right near his house.
I shovel a like 3 to 4 feet circle around fire hydrants.
Every major snowfall, he gears up to brace the cold to give back to his community.
Because if there is a fire, I did a small task that really affected it.
Because he cares about his neighbors.
I don't want anyone to be hurt or get hurt.
Jack says it's a pretty easy task, but he has a bit of a strategy.
I just try to, I'd say around 1/8. I just do 1/8 at a time.
He knows the few minutes he shovels for can make a difference in the long run.
And it's just such an easy task that can potentially help save lives.
In Ankeny, Erica Rankin, Local 5 News, We Are Iowa.
Gotta love that. At the end of the year, the fire department holds a recognition lunch for all the kiddos. They hope through this program they will take care of their fire hydrants in the future too.
People in Norwalk got to tending their sidewalks and driveways right away this morning. Several neighbors didn't want to wait for conditions to worsen, so they got right out to shoveling.
And plenty of people out in Van Meter shoveling and using their snow blowers too. More than 7 inches fell overnight in the town. It was still snowing when we asked neighbors how they felt about all this happening.
But now that it's February, I know that it'll just be another month at the most. So today's a beautiful day. And we already know the kids don't have school tomorrow because they have a teacher work day. So we have another day to get through it and hopefully are able to do our normal activities by Tuesday.
Now, as Brandon mentioned earlier, this isn't the last of the snow. We'll see much more later this week.
New tonight at 5:30, the town of Rhodes is in Marshall County, and it's tiny. About 320 people live there, but now they're facing a big fundraising issue. The department wants to get a new fire station. Their current one was built in the 1950s, and they tell us there's simply no room left inside of it to expand. Plus, they say there are a lot of logistical hangups whenever the vehicles need to go out on a call.
With the new fire station, we'll have 4 huge overhead doors, and we'll have a door for each one of these trucks, so we don't have to mess around getting things out of the way so we can get to the fire.
The vast majority of calls Rhodes gets are to assist other departments. All of the firefighters are volunteer. Tonight at 10, we'll hear more from town leaders about how moving the fire station will have an even greater impact on the area. Coming up on Local 5 News at 5:30, dogs dazzle in Des Moines. What pup took home the gold at this show?
And it's the Hawkeyes' second buzzer beater in less than a week's time. We've got more on the nerve-wracking finish their game against the Scarlet Knights.
Here's